guys, welcome back. So have you ever had a muscle that is so chronically tight that no amount of stretching seems to be able to relieve it? Because I certainly have, so I'm guessing that you have too. I'm going to teach you a technique today called Post-Isometric Relaxation, or PIR for short. But before we do this, let's just do a little rundown of the chain of command for movement. So it starts with these little sensory receptors in our body called proprioceptors. Proprioceptors exist in our fascia, in our muscles, in our joints, our tendons, and their job is to tell our central nervous system what's going on with our body, our position and our movement. So where are we in space? How fast are we moving? Are we contracted? Are we lengthened? How smooth is our movement? So our brain takes that information, relays it back to our muscles, and that's how it knows whether to contract, relax, etc. So this chain of command can get a little funky when we encounter trauma. So when we encounter any kind of trauma or any kind of injury, our proprioceptors send a distressed message up to our brain saying, danger, danger, you need to do something. So our brain sends a message to our muscles to contract, to guard, to protect a vulnerable joint that's in danger, or to contract against pain. So this is a protective mechanism. It's very useful. It saves us a lot. However, sometimes well after any kind of injury from this trauma has healed, our proprioceptors, those sense receptors that tell the brain that there's danger, sometimes they still don't get out of danger mode. They don't get out of protective mechanism mode. And they believe that they still have to keep this muscle guarded for whatever reason, even though the injury is healed. So they're almost like in PTSD mode, if I can use that. So PIR, post-isometric relaxation, is a way of manipulating the proprioceptors back to their pre-danger self so that they don't feel like they need to protect anymore. So I'm going to just demonstrate this on my forearm, but basically the recipe is contract, relax, stretch. Okay, so we start out in a little bit of a stretched position. I'm going to demonstrate this for my anterior forearm muscles. We contract against resistance, and following any period of intense contraction like this, our muscles automatically kind of snap into relaxation mode. So we take advantage of that relaxation mode to stretch. So again, we contract, we relax, and then we stretch. Okay, so that's one cycle, and I'm going to do this about 3 to 5 times. All right, so we contract for about 1 breath cycle. Again, we snap into relaxation mode after contraction, and it's the perfect time to stretch. All right, one more time, contract, relax, and stretch. And I can already feel that this forearm is a lot looser than this one. So I'm going to try this with a different form of resistance. You can use your own body as resistance. You can use a TerraBand for resistance. You can use a partner. I don't happen to have one, but you can use a partner for resistance. Or you can use a good old wall, which is what I'm going to use to demonstrate PIR on my pectoral muscles. I have very tight pectorals from being a massage therapist, and many people are more tight here than they are in their back. So this is my resistance. I'm pushing against this in my contraction phase. So 1 breath cycle. I'm going to inhale, exhale. My body snaps into relaxation mode, and I'm going to stretch. Let's do that 2 more times. So I'm contracting on an inhale, exhale. Again, my muscles snap into relaxation mode when I relax, when I release that contraction. And I'm able to stretch. Feels really opened up here. Let's do that 1 more time. And contracting. About 30% of my energy with this contraction. So don't go crazy, but okay. So now let's compare. Okay, so I just opened up my left pec. Holy cow, look at that. So this left arm has had PIR, this right arm has not, and look how much more open I am. So try this at home with a partner, with a TheraBand, with a wall, or with your own resistance on any chronically tight muscles, and just see what happens for you. Hopefully they'll open up. All right, see you soon.